Good morning, everybody. How are you doing today? Mikey's back with a Snus review. Getting my week started off on a good note. Today, I'll be taking a look at one inspired by General Snus. This is their Bergamot. One Zavart. This is a Swedish match product. So I guess they can say it's inspired by General and get away with it because General is also a Swedish match product. Let's see here. They give it 3 out of 4 dots for the strength. The upper lid here, this would normally be all black. It's a little goobered. They throw English tobacco warning stickers on these when they ship them. And in the peeling off process, sometimes it takes some of the cover with it. It's kind of annoying. In the days of Google Translate, why do they need English ones? Has the obligatory catch lid. And it has the good old warning in Swedish, which it had a sticker over there in English, which I took off, which if you look closely, you can see it took off some of the black printing there as well. Pretty straightforward ingredients: tobacco, water, salt, alkalizer, some flavoring, and a little bit of aroma, a little bit of smoke flavor. And this is best before, just slightly out of date, about 2 weeks out of date, but this was in the freezer, so no problem. Let's see. I have to break the band or get. Oh, I was able to twist it and break the band. Let's see here. Woo! Yep. Real nice. You got standard portions here. Good moisture content. These are original portions. They will have a higher moisture content than, say, the whites or the white dries. I actually prefer these over the whites, but it's just a personal preference thing, whatever floats your boat. Yeah, definitely natural tobacco. Yeah, I'm getting a very slight citrusy note, which would be the bergamot. And if they're inspired by General, yeah, they're definitely in the neighborhood. Um, this is very General-esque with the scent that you get from the original flavored snus. So, in we go. From the get-go, getting some contact tingle right off the bat. Have to let this juice up a little bit before I get some flavor. Tell you what, I'm going to hit the pause button. I'll get my day going here. I'll be back in about 10 or 15, and we'll see what we got going on, all right? Be right back. I have returned. This is pretty good. Like very reminiscent of General. They probably walked next door to the General production line and just scooped some out. Natural tobacco, light smokiness, good bergamot. It's got that underlying citrus note that the bergamot gives it. Very characteristic of a natural Swedish snus. Strength level, it's decent. This is moderate to moderate high. I'm definitely feeling it. Who needs caffeine when you have a can of one? But yeah, all in all, pretty darn good. Switching it over a little bit, get some different flavor. Ooh, switched it over, gave it a squeeze. Bergamot just went woof right out in there. Not bad. Ooh, woo! Nice dose of bergamot in there. Touch of salt. This one's not extremely salty. So yeah, your salt content's not bad on this one. But yeah, it definitely has some kick to it. Not extremely strong, but it's definitely up there. You'll feel it. I'm getting a nice contact sensation once it sat there, let it juice up for a while. I moved it over, and yeah, definitely getting the contact sensation over here now, more so than I was here. Now that it's juiced up and it's rocking and rolling. But yeah, it's a good combination between the tobacco. It might be a little heavy on the bergamot for my tastes. Now that I'm getting it over here, it's got that sharp little citrus bite to it. Um, but yeah, it's definitely a flavor powerhouse. If you like natural tobacco, bergamot, a little bit of smoke, yeah, this is classic Swedish snus natural flavor. Definitely a different animal from natural flavor dipping tobacco you find in America. But once you get a taste for it, it's pretty darn good. It's definitely a refreshing change of pace. Let me just put it that way. But yeah, all in all, I can't really find much to complain about. Nice, rich, definitely has good flavor. This is probably going to last quite a while from the way it's going. Either that or it's going to hit high like this and just die. But I got a feeling this one's it's going to linger for a while. That nice dose of bergamot they've given it counteracts with the tobacco. Um, there's really no sweetness here. It's just tobacco, bergamot, and just a little bit of underlying smoke way in the background, just kind of going, hi, a little bit of smoke, don't forget about me. Touch of saltiness, nothing crazy. But yeah, all in all, a very solid natural Swedish snus. Very good showing from one. I am impressed. And if I remember correctly, this was fairly inexpensive. It was like three and a half bucks thereabouts. I might be wrong. I'm just going off of memory. But yeah, not bad at all. This can's not long for this world. I'll be snoozing this at work all day long. Let me just put it that way. mm. I am impressed with how good the flavor is on this one. Some of them aren't quite this strong flavor wise, and it just kind of it's there, but the flavor is very subtle. This one is just like woo! It just comes out and lets you know that it's you definitely have a pouch in your mouth, or a portion as they call them in Sweden. But yeah, this has been one by General Snus, by Swedish Match, inspired by General. This is their Bergamot. They have a few other varieties out there. I'm definitely going to be seeing if I can grab some more of these and give them a shot. For the import thing, for getting snus from Sweden, there's a few places that still are. It's kind of up in the air right now. The current administration, with all the slashing they're doing in the federal government, which personally I don't really have a problem with. The federal government should not be the largest employer in America. That's just my opinion. So yeah, they're trimming the fat. And unfortunately, with all these agencies, they trim the fat at the bottom while all the fat cats keep their jobs for the most part. Oh, we got to trim so many dollars? Okay, let's get rid of all these guys who were just hired in the last couple of years. Bye. And they still sit there and rake in their big money. But I got a feeling those days are numbered too. But yeah, with all the turmoil and hiring and staffing going on right now in the federal government, it's kind of like duck and cover time for those guys. If you work for the feds, I'm sorry. But yeah, it's the federal government staffing has just gotten too big. Time to trim it down. That's just my opinion. That's just me. But yeah, I don't know if Customs and the FDA, how their staffing is looking right now. So I don't know if it's going to get worse or if it's going to get better for getting stuff from Sweden. Right now, they're clamping down on it pretty hard. I had an order coming in from Swedish Snus, and the last message I said, held by Customs. So we'll see if I can get it through or not. It was held by Customs on Saturday, so it's just got there. And I forget which facility is it in. I think it's the one in Philadelphia, the one in Pennsylvania. That's probably the worst possible one it could go in. So I'll see how long it's held by Customs, if they just push it on through, or if they start getting nitpicky and open the package and look at all the weird stuff I have ordered. Time will see. If you want to find out which snus companies are still shipping to the United States, go to snooby.com. Snooby.com. The guy has a wonderful site. He does a lot of reviews on pouches, Swedish snus, stuff like that. The very first article at the top of his page regarding the recent FDA brouhaha. You scroll down in the article, it's a good read. You scroll down there, he's got updates and stuff like that. Towards the bottom, he has a list of sites that have stopped shipping to the United States and a list of sites that still do. And there's only like 4 of them that still are currently. So, at least as of last time I looked, which was last Thursday, I believe. It's been like 4 or 5 days. I should go check it out. Actually, let me do that real quick while I got you guys here. Checking the Snoopy U.S. Food and Drug Regulation Red List, full details. Scroll on down. And yeah, his last update was February 12th. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 5 now that are shipping to the United States. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 that are not. So our options have been limited in getting Swedish snus. Domestically, the only one you can find is General. If you can find it, use their store locator on the General Snus website. That'll be your best bet to at least get you a general idea if you can get it in your area. There's only one place in my county that sells it, and they are not on the list. But that place has only been open for about 7 or 8 months, so they may not be on the radar yet. If you have a Marathon brand gas station in your area, check them out. That's who came in my area here, Marathon, and they do carry Swedish snus. And the one I go to, it's on the very bottom shelf. You go where the dip is, you look at the bottom shelf, and there's the General Snus at the bottom. And right now, I think it's myself and one other person who are keeping them, stocking it. Yeah, it doesn't move very fast, but it is moving, which is good because hopefully they'll keep ordering it. Anyway, this has been one by Swedish Match, inspired by General. They're Bergamot, and it definitely has bergamot. Good natural snus, good flavor, decent strength. Check it out. If you enjoy the content, be sure to like and subscribe. I appreciate it. Check out my Patreon page. I have that going now as a contingency for if and when YouTube decides to crack down on tobacco sites again. And you will see this over there on Patreon a week before you see it over here, at least a week. Right now, I'm close to 2 weeks out. So yeah, if you want to catch stuff as it's coming out early release, check out the Patreon page. I don't charge. There is a paid membership if you feel so compelled to do so, but right now you'll have access to everything just with a general free membership. So if you do want to donate, I appreciate it. I'll keep me eating dip money. If you don't sweat it. Just do the unpaid membership. I'm cool. So anyway, General, one Bergamot inspired by General. They can say that because they're both Swedish snus, or both Swedish Match products. This is Mikey. I will catch you all on the flip side. Take care.